And nobody will know. Nobody will know where I'm working at. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share that information with nobody. Thank you, Wild Child. Yeah, Jamie, I was telling Tamara, I'm doing the carnivore diet as strictly as I can. Today I woke up and just didn't feel good. Took something, laid back down. Woke up, threw in some ramen noodles because it was the quickest thing to eat. Threw some tuna off in them, some yum yum sauce, a little bit of slap your mama seasoning. I feel better now. I just had a real bad headache. I slept weird, like my head was twisted weird on my pillows. So it was just kind of like, I just slept funny. Now, Angela woke up with one of her bad headaches. She's over there eating a little lunch. And we're going to get together, get ourselves together, and get going. Go to the gym. I've got to go somewhere about this evening. We have the room for today and tomorrow. I went up this morning, was able to pay for it for 2 days. So we are good for a couple more days. We still have a check coming from McDonald's. So we'll go. I don't know how much the check will actually be from McDonald's, or it'll be our last check there. We'll take that and pay for the room as much as possible, and or try to bounce back. I'll tell you, yum yum sauce. I like my ramen noodles. I don't like them soupy. I like to drain 95% of the water off to mix everything up and eat them a little drier. But I do like putting tuna in them and putting some yum yum sauce on top of them, and it's fantastic. Yeah. Well, go ahead, baby. Usually meant to be up a lot. Well, I was up a lot earlier. I got up and went and paid for a room. We do have our EBT. That is getting kind of low. There's a couple of food banks. Now we got the air fryer. We can actually fix some stuff that they give you at the food bank. A lot of times, the problem with the food bank was stuff they gave you we couldn't fix. So. You fixing you another one? I got the water turned on for you. Good afternoon, Jennifer. Tell you guys, I feel like I'm on autopilot these last few days. I mentioned that to a good friend of mine, and it's just like just coasting through, you know. But yeah, I started last night. I posted a couple of videos and a screenshot that I've been promising people. So Donna, that is a big negative. There you touch. I seen the quarter of your forehead. They'll probably take a screenshot of the quarter of your forehead and post it on Reddit.
It's in your forehead.
I can't believe someone was born with so much forehead. Alyssa, we have the room for tonight and tomorrow night. And after that, I don't know. We'll have to figure some things out. But like I was saying, some of the screenshots that I've been talking about have been posted. There's going to be more coming. I want to ask a question to everybody. 50 people in here. Probably 5 answer. You're close to your grandmother, close enough that she lives with you. Close enough where she lives with you for at least 3 or 4 days a week, right? And then the rest of the time she lives with her other grandson. If you're that close with your grandmother, are you going to let her do without, and she's living with you? So y'all wouldn't let her go without food if she lived with you. I mean, if it was my grandmother and she lived with me, what I have in the house is what she has in the house. There's another screenshot that'll be dropped today at some point. The reason I'm asking that is I'm going to lower the camera now because I'm done eating. Excuse me. This whole ordeal with the just Janet. And nothing I'm saying is trying to justify the fact that I still owe her $45 and I'm going to pay her back. Unfortunately, it's going to be slowed down because the awareness group she ran to cost me my job. Hey, Regina. Hey, Julie. I'm just trying to figure things out, and I just want a little bit of truth shine on things. Now, whether she's lying or not doesn't change the fact that I borrowed the money and I had to pay it back. And again, I'm not trying to say that this is why I'm asking, but the first initial messages was, I need the money back because I have to pay my mortgage. I got to pay my mortgage back. Then the grandson tells me that she's living half a week with him and half a week with his brother. So I'm not for sure where the mortgage went, but it shortly changed to she needed the money back because she had no food. The screenshots that will be dropped is the screenshot from the grandson stating the fact that him and his wife went out and bought her groceries. And he was like, that's my grandmother. I'm not going to let her do without. But she's on every day talking about she needs that money back because she doesn't have any food. And I'm just trying to clear up. Where's the story to believe here, guys? Like, you've gone to these awareness pages. You gaslit them to come after somebody with another story. And then we can't get a straight story. And I know some people, it comes on here a lot. It's going to seem like this is all I'm talking about because this is what's really bothering me day to day. I can't do anything without this stuck in my life right now. It cost me and Angela a job. It's cost us many of sleepless nights. Exactly, Carrie. If she lives with him, why would he have to buy her food? Now, the other brother might not have anything in the house, maybe, but it's just like, I just want to know what the truth is because it started off with, I took this out of my mortgage and now I can't pay my mortgage and I'm going to lose my house. They're going to charge me $95 because I'm late on my mortgage. And then by the time it made it to the awareness page, she didn't have anything to eat because she loaned me this money. Exactly, Tamara. And that was the argument they was making last night on the live when they was talking about us. Is people will give money they don't have. Well, no, don't do that. Believe me when I say, if I'd have talked to that woman and she said, if I give you this, it's going to put me short on food, I never would have took it. Never would have took it. You know, if she'd have said, well, this is coming out of my house payment, I never would have took it. Donna, that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, I can't get a straight answer from them because every time I bring it up, they're saying, oh, he's just saying this stuff so he doesn't have to pay her back. And I'm just like, no. Tamara, they are 100% strange. And I'm just trying to get an answer out of it, right? I'm just trying to make it make sense. I'm not trying to justify some reason why I don't have to pay her back. I borrowed it, I have to pay her back. But that's all they focus on. And I'm just And I'm going to come on here every day and fight back until I get answers. It's like, what's the answer? And I'm starting to post what they call receipts and screenshots. You know, I'm being put on the trail. We're trying to find the live now where their ringleader was exposed for taking money from people out of her lives and stuff. Like they would, what they call dry begging. Like, yeah, you know, I'm going through these medical problems. I'm not saying this is what she said. I'm just using an example. Going through these medical problems, and it's really, it's got me behind on my bills. And then people would come in and feel sorry for her, and then she ended up getting money. She got exposed. And she went missing for about a month. And I'm being pointed in the direction of where that video is at. Because they all want to feel like they're content creators, right? And I'm nowhere near a content creator. I got about 6,000 people on here that follow me, and I'm, you know, to be a content creator, I feel like I need at least 100K following me to say that I'm a content creator and making money off this stuff. One time I did make money off battles. We made pretty good money off battles. But they want to feel like content creators, so they've got TikTok, and then they got Instagram, and then they have YouTube, where they'll record their whole lives and put it back on YouTube, and they go on there with their 87 followers on YouTube, you know, and they get on here with their couple of thousand followers, and if they get 200 people in their live there, you can hear the ego shift in their voice. They get a couple hundred people live. Yeah, everything is expensive nowadays. Which is why I got into a plain argument with one guy who said that he's a single man, and his whole grocery budget for the month is $185, and he doesn't do without anything and doesn't eat ramen noodles. I call BS on that. You know, flat BS. Even if you are single, you ain't eating for $185 for a whole month. You know, that just ain't happening. But, and then he's on there wanting to teach people on his page. I'll screenshot that later. I will screenshot it. For the cash out payment of $10, he'll teach you how to budget your food for one person for under $200, and then yeah, well, he says that if it's two of y'all, if y'all pay him $10, he can teach you how to feed the two of y'all for $225 a month. A month. I'll screenshot it off his page later and post it for y'all to go look at. Now, 15 years ago, okay, that could have been plausible, man. You could have budgeted out $200 a month food. You know, 20 years ago, yeah. Now, no. Not happening, Captain. But again, that's the type of people that they're following, and they're believing everything they say. Because if you can believe that someone can feed themselves for $185 a month and they're still buying hamburger meat and chicken, and because this is what's being said, and fresh vegetables, then oh no, okay. He's talking about, yeah, if I had $185 worth of ramen noodles and mac and cheese and, you know, canned meat, yeah, I could probably do it for a month on that. But he's talking about, like, I still buy hamburger meat, I still buy chicken breast, I still buy steaks, I still buy fresh vegetables, I don't buy nothing frozen. And I do it all for $185 or less a month just for me. So, and his whole point on that was, so they get $500 a month food stamps, and they just make a number up out of nowhere. They get $500 a month in food stamps, so I don't know why they don't have food at the end of the month. First of all, we wasn't even getting the EBT when that video was made. Second of all, you don't know how much I'm getting. I mean, they do now because my mail being opened by someone who shared the information with me, because where the mail was going before it got changed. Yeah. Exactly, Karate Kid. And that screenshot's coming too. It's just got to wait for a little bit, but I have a screenshot of these awareness pages with my open mail. So somebody got it. Somebody opened it that was in contact with them. And I know who that somebody was. Savor that last little bit of tea. That's it for the day, guys. It is. So, but the person they follow the most taking money on the back end got exposed and went missing for about a month on here. Then came back and said, I'm being directed to where those videos are at, because they all think they're streamers, they think they're content creators, so they take it, they put it on TikTok, they put it on YouTube, and but you can't have a page about people begging for money and stuff, and you're asking people for money on the back end, like you're going in DMs and asking people for money. And some of it was said that, you know what, I'm going to leave the hearsay out of it right now until I see something that proves what I was told. I'm going to leave that part of the hearsay out. Because if I just give out hearsay information, I'm doing no better than they are. Right? And I'm better than they are. So once I see it and have the stuff to back it up, I'm not going to say the hearsay. But the other is 100%. I've already seen enough of that to know that they got exposed on another person's page for asking for money behind the scenes. So and I do have a screenshot and stuff put up on a video of one of them who had his cash out posted in his bio. Now, it's supposed to be a big no-no if you're with the anti-scamming community, right? It's supposed to be a big no-no. That's one of the things they go after. They go through bios, and if they see your cash outs posted, they automatically want to start hitting you as being a scammer. You're a beggar because you have your cash out posted, but one of their main people has it. That video was posted. I think it was the last one I posted. It's the picture pops up about halfway through it. So give that a check. So that's today's agenda. Today's agenda really was to get up a lot earlier, eat, go to the gym. Scarlett, yeah, and every other night because the awareness group's got us fired from our job. I don't think he wasn't in here yesterday when we was talking about that. They started enough on social media and called into our job, made up lies about things, and we was both released. Quite a few, Cardio Doc, quite a few. I mean, I don't have an exact number. I'm not just sitting there counting, but the fact of the matter is we was both working. They'd left us alone. We wouldn't have to apply for any jobs. So yeah, I'm determined to come on here every day and fight this. I'm not running anymore. I'm not deactivating my accounts anymore. The only way I'll deactivate my account, and I've called the guy out. But this is how they twisted this. Y'all gonna love this. And I'm just gonna say the screen name is his fake name, the Just Curious guy. Fake name, fake pic. Takes pictures of our car when it's sitting at the hotel and everything else. You know, it's very well documented. When we're out, takes pictures of us. The other day, I got online and I was like, you know what? I've known this one guy for well over 30 years. He's not answering me. I'm just going to, in public, not in public, but on, not a DM. So I went on Facebook and I just put on there, put his name. I was like, hey, we got heat. So wrestling buddy, heat in the wrestling world means, do we got problems? So I just asked him, and he messaged me back. And he said, "No, man." We talked for a little while, and everything was fine. He just deleted his messenger. It wasn't getting the messages. Well, the Just Curious gets on here and goes, "I wished he'd called me out like that." I have. And just in case you missed it, I'm calling you out now. Show up somewhere. Tell me where you want to meet. We can meet at the park. We can meet at the store. We can meet at Walmart's parking lot, the mall's parking lot. We can meet in an old field down a country road. I don't care. To be cheesy and quote one of my favorite movies, I'm your Huckleberry. Now, I might leave that confrontation getting my butt handed to me. I don't know. I don't feel like I would. But you wanted me to call you out like that? I have now for the 5th time. Whenever, wherever. This is how they twisted that. You don't even know Just Curious is a man. Just Curious could be a woman. You're a woman hitter. I didn't tell you that one yet. I read it this morning when I was up with my headache. So that's how they started twisting that on the other page, guys.
I didn't hear what you said.
I called Just Curious out. He said he wished I'd call him out.
Yeah.
I keep stepping on down there. Oh, okay. And so I have several times. Yeah. And he just keeps talking about, well, you've got me blocked everywhere. All you got to do is put the message up. You're so convinced that I read everything he writes. Just put the message up where you want to meet me at, right? And the time. So they've twisted it now that you're calling this person out and you don't even know they could be a woman. So that makes you a woman hitter.
What?
Yeah. And they're right. I don't know. It could be a woman. Could be. Could be. If it was, I wouldn't hit her. But the fact of the matter is, if you're going to talk to me like a man and everything else, and you're going to have a man on your profile pic.
Exactly.
And you're going to act like a man.
You're putting yourself in that position.
Well, why shouldn't I assume that it's a man doing it? Right?
That's right.
You got a man on your profile. Your name is just curious or bend over for me. So why would anything of that give me any inkling that I'm dealing with a woman? Julie, I agree with you. Hey, Nana. So it's like, and I know some of your awareness is sitting in here and you're recording this and you're going to run back and you're going to tell them. He called you out. And then you're going to go and you're going to run. You're going to make a post about how fast you would whoop me because you know my leg doesn't work good and I'm overweight and all this BS. And show up and do it. If you're so damn convinced you can do it that easy, show up and do it. The reason nobody's ever going to show up and do it because it puts a real face with a real situation. Now, that was my finger popping, by the way. If I'm doing something that I think is so noble, and I just think I'm doing the most righteous thing ever, I'm not going to hide my face. If I think I'm truly helping people on here and doing nothing wrong, and I'm doing nothing wrong, then why should I hide my face? Why should I hide who I am? It's not like we're Batman and we got to protect our family. You know, somebody finds out who we are, you know. Like we're some vigilantes running around the night locking up the scums of the earth and mobsters and stuff, and we're worried about them coming back on us. Oh, God, that was good. Out to the water. The rest of the day. So, if I was on here and I thought I was helping hundreds of people not be scammed, man, my face would be on everything. Including t-shirts. You could buy t-shirts with this face on it.
Well, I think it's somebody that we know very well.
Well, we know one of them is. We know one of them is.
Yeah. But if I feel like it's the other ones who I think it is, he's scared of his own shadow anyway.
This generation, keyboards have made it too easy for everybody to be tough. I like to follow the Christian faith and everything, yeah. So I guess I consider myself a Christian. By no means do I consider myself perfect in anything. I don't go to church like I should, you know, so. But that's my subject for a little bit today. What's that right there? Let me see how long I've been on. Okay, so I'll get the 30-minute tag. Whenever you get done eating, are you going to do your makeup and stuff, babe? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I can do it over here now.
I mean, if you want to do it here, it's fine. I've been on 40 minutes. I got to go up there, that thing at 4:30.
Yeah.
So I probably just have enough time to take you over there and then head up there. By the time you get ready, I got to get ready. I got to get myself dressed together. And I got to do something with my, good Lord, my hair, guys. But tonight we'll be getting back on live. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to cook in our little air fryer. I think I need to wash our little air fryer. No, it's clean. No, it's not. Jeez. I need to get that into some soapy water. Somebody gave me the idea yesterday, and I think we're going to go by the Dollar Tree and see. I think it might have been Jamie who pops in here a lot, or I think it might have been. Said that the Dollar Tree has that parchment paper and like the pre-cut squares, like the aluminum foil. She said that's what she uses. She uses parchment papers in hers instead of liners.
Okay.
So, yep, it was Jamie. She just said yes, parchment paper. So yeah, we're going to go check that out today. I got a question though. Ours has a little liner in the bottom of it, like a little grid thing. Do I take that out, or do I still just leave that in there and put the parchment paper in? Because if I don't, it's got the curve in the bottom of the air fryer. It's like the middle of it's up higher for everything to drain out. But that sits on top of that little hump and then lets everything like grease and stuff drain through it. Do I leave that in there to keep it even and just put the parchment paper on top of that? All right. Paper goes right on top. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm going to stop and get my free coffee too.
Yep. She got to go get her some coffee. She's got points built up. Yeah, we was using aluminum foil in our old one before, and that made cleanup so much faster. It's like you just pop that out and go, you know. Jamie said, enjoy the coffee. Y'all know she will. Guys, I don't know how much longer I need to let my beard go. Like, I've never let my beard get this bushy. I've been trimming down the sides, but my clippers are tore up. They're not really tore up, but they're not really reliable. They're old and a little rusty, and they have a couple of teeth missing, and I'm afraid I'll be in midstream of a haircut, and they'll finally decide to go to Clipper Heaven, and that's not the haircut place. I'm talking about the real Clipper Heaven. But I do need a trim. I like how long the chin hair is getting. Excuse me. I don't even know how much clippers would even cost. I ain't bought a pair. I've had these clippers for probably 5 or 6 years, so I can't complain about them. They've been fantastic. You coming over to do your makeup?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't I get you them clippers at Big Lots?
No, you got me those clippers at Family Dollar. Because the clippers you got me at Big Lots, I loaned to somebody.
That's right.
Like I've done several times before, and they dropped them in a sink full of water and failed to tell me that.
Our Big Lots is closed now.
Guys, that was... I think I can tell that one.
Yeah.
One of our people who follow us around and take pictures for us and everything, not for us, of us, our Big Lots closed, as with every Big Lots, I believe. I think the whole chain went bankrupt and gone. Well, when I called out the fact that we was being watched that day, there was a video made that said, oh, well, I was taking so-and-so to Big Lots, and we drove through McDonald's to go to Taco Bell. And I wasn't looking for anybody. We went to Big Lots. Bitch, Big Lots been closed for like 6 months when that happened. And then go on the same post and put, oh, I forgot Big Lots was closed.
He lies so much he can't keep his lies straight.
It's like, no, y'all drove around through there to see if we was at McDonald's that day and we caught you. We do have an Ollie's. We have an Ollie's. And this is what we're getting. Our little town's growing. During the last, I don't know, have they been here 5 years yet? Marshall's, Hobby Lobby, Five Below, Old Navy. We got all those within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
They may not have been here that long, but.
No.
Then we got an Ollie's. Now we're getting a Aldi's, a Dunham Sports, Burlington, a Chipotle, and a Zaxby's. That's our 5
and
new.
They're putting a Dunkin's in Walmart. But I found out though yesterday from Raven that they're putting the Dunkin's in Walmart, but they're not going to do donuts because Walmart sells donuts. So they're just going to do like actual food and their coffees and stuff like that.
Called Lots Bugs. So another company did buy Big Lots, so they were talking about opening them all back up.
Mm-hmm.
And if they open ours up, they're going to bring new shelves because they sold the shelves out of ours. But guys, I'm going to get off here. She's going to do her makeup. We'll be back on tonight. I thought Lots Bugs was good though. He said Lots Bigs instead of Big Lots, but it came out Bugs. So she's gonna do her makeup. Go get her some coffee. Y'all's is open. I thought the whole chain went bankrupt. See, I was wrong about that. If there's open, ours is closed.
Well, I wonder if it's if that one's individually owned.
Well, so we'll spit that word out. Try it again. We'll be back on later. We'll do a little cooking later on. I know y'all enjoy that.
In our little air fryer.
It was like I was at the opera when you said that. Oh, so I wish ours would open back up. I like Big Lots.
I liked it. I got a lot of my coffee cups from there.
I've never been to an Aldi because we just don't have one here. So, but guys, I'm getting off here so she can do her makeup because we're already like 2 hours behind on a day. We didn't have a schedule, but hey, Queen Mama, you coming in right when we're leaving. So I will catch y'all down the road.